Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Floor plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to demonstrate the addition of one new tool here, which is called the Stretch Floor Header tool. So as I showed you in previous videos with these floor openings, it's a bit of a pain in the butt to have to go in and manually edit some of these floor headers and basically stretch them over to meet the other joists. So what I've done is I've created this new tool. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a basic I-joist floor. And actually, that's the wrong one. Sorry. And by the way, I'm a little tired right now. I started programming this thing about 14, 15 hours ago, and I basically stayed up all night to get it done. Probably shouldn't have did that, but sometimes, you get in the middle of these projects, you just kind of have to keep going, because if you don't, you lose your train of thought. So anyways, yeah, 14 hours worth of programming, that's kind of fun all night long. But anyways, but yeah, I'm happy to say that after struggling with it a little bit, I think I finally got it to work. So hopefully this is some utility to you guys. All right, so I've gone ahead, drawn a simple I-joist floor, and I've just basically put this grid on top of it. Just makes things easier in my mind, but yeah, you can do it however you want. So go ahead now, and I'm going to, a couple things you always want to be aware of when you're drawing a floor opening. Check your vertical offset. That should be equal to your set or your sheathing. But it doesn't have to be, so that's just something to be aware of. And also your header depth, you want to make sure you've got that set to whatever your depth of your joists are. So, and again, it's not trying to match to that. I mean, I may change it so it does auto match to the sheathing and the joist depths, but right now you basically key those in. So we'll just go ahead and leave all this kind of as default, and I'll go ahead and draw a simple kind of L-shaped opening here for us to work with. All right, and just kind of going point by point here. All right, so there's our opening. All right, so, and I'm going to now just take this grid and hide that, just kind of get it out of our way. I'm also going to turn the floor sheathing off so we can kind of see what's going on with these headers and trimmers here underneath the sheathing. Okay, so the first thing I actually want to do, and I kind of would recommend this if you are using this tool. I mean, you don't have to, but I would, if you're going to double stuff up, like double up a couple of these headers, I would probably do that first. And I'm not saying you have to, but let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just go ahead and edit this opening. And by the way, before you hit update for everything, you can edit multiple edges. So I'm going to go ahead and just go to edge 2 here. I'm going to change that, get my menus over here first off. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 2-ply and update that one. And I'm also going to, let's go ahead with the number 6 here, which is that edge over there. And let's see, let's actually edge 6, right? Let's change that to 2-ply as well. Okay, and you notice nothing's been updated yet. Now, once we make those changes, then we click update and it will apply those changes. Okay, so now notice we have double 2-ply headers on those edge 2 and edge 6. Okay, so we've got that, right? So now this is where it gets interesting. So before, to bring these headers over to the joist, you had to manually edit, go into the menu and, basically put key in those numbers, which is, it's time consuming, and you've got to go back and forth between the measure tool and your edit menu and all that. So now it should be a little easier. What you're going to do is you're going to click this tool called the Stretch Floor Header. And once you click that, notice you can mouse over these headers. Now you'll also notice too, with double ply, you can mouse over the inner or the outer header or trimmer. And actually it doesn't matter which one you pick. You can pick any one of them. So we're going to just go here and just start here. And I'll show you how you do this. Click once. If you click once, you'll see these either a green or red circle appear underneath the header. So if you want to, and depending on which end you want to adjust, you just click, and you don't have to click right inside. Just basically whichever circle your mouse is closest to, that's the end it will pick. So I'll just put it kind of close somewhere here and click. And now you'll notice you have this kind of feature where you can drag it out, or you can actually bring it back. So I'm just going to drag it until we kind of meet this edge. And you'll notice that it instantly just projects that out. Okay, and then I want to do that again. So I'm going to go over here, click this end now, and bring it over to this edge. And you just kind of, it will reference to the edge. So you just kind of have to get your mouse along that edge somewhere. All right, and let's go ahead and do this one. So it's pretty easy. I could have made it even one less mouse click, but I think it works pretty well. So I'm just going here. So basically just click this, this, and click again, and then there you go. So it's, I don't know how many mouse clicks that is. I think it's like 3 mouse clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mouse clicks actually. But the nice thing is you don't have to measure anything, right? It's calculating all that for you. You just have to select where you want it to project to. All right. So looks like it's a little proud there, and I think that actually is because we set our offset incorrectly. So let me check that. So what I'm going to do is edit this and 0.75. Yeah, for whatever reason it's up by 0.25 inches. I'm going to vertically offset that 1 inch. And there we go. Anyways, so that's basically it. That's all there is to that tool. It's fairly simple to use, and yeah, it saves you having to put those numbers in. So if you go back in here real quick, I'm going to just show you guys what I'm talking about here. If we look at edge number 2 where we adjusted, so you'll notice here we've got the start extension and the end extension 13.625. So it's basically, it's basically putting those numbers in for you essentially. And so if, you can always go in and manually edit that. But all right, so that's basically it. And if you guys have any questions on this or anything, let me know. I think it's pretty robust. I tested it quite a bit this morning, and yeah, I wasn't able to really break it, I guess. So I think we're good to go. But again, thank you for your suggestions, and hopefully this helps make adjusting these openings a little easier for everyone. All right, we will talk to you guys later.